Welcome back to another Cuphead video, and today I beat every plain boss in Cuphead on Expert using only the plain mini bombs. If you like this content, go check out my other videos on my channel. I even have a Cuphead playlist. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and just enjoy the video. The first boss we have is the first airplane boss in the game, Hildeberg. She is also the only airplane boss of Inklo Isle 1, but she's decently hard on the skill. So basically just start from shooting from above, because it's pretty simple. Now here we hope to get a good cycle, and we do, because here we just only have to cycle around a little bit and just go back to the top. The most purple is if it starts at the top and goes around left. It didn't do that here, but it is fine. We mainly just stay above. Go down if there's a tornado, or just try and make sure we go in between the bullets when there's a green one. And I always mainly still try and kill the green ones, like there and most other times. Now here, this one is decently hard. You need to get either just really good, or you can get a really lucky hit, where you hit the bow at the exact time that shoots, or I think it's right before actually, and you kill it all like that. I did that all, like, with all the turns once in one of these, but I didn't live for the last phase. But I did do it at the end there, which makes it really nice, so I'm not getting chased by any in this phase, because this phase is really bullet hell-like, and that there's a lot of green ones, mainly. Not if there's, like, the two purples, but if there's just, like, the green and the purple, it's pretty bullet hell-like. So here, just make sure that you stay alive. I don't really shoot her here, because you can't really do damage. It's just mainly helping build cards, and I'm not using the extra supers, so it really does nothing. Now we just keep a steady fire. If it's a brown UFO, it always shoots before, and if it's a red one, it always shoots when you're directly under it. I missed that red one there, which was kind of annoying, but it's completely fine. You also can't shoot through the UFO beam coming from the UFOs. So you basically just have to get all your damage right at the start here. So just make sure you keep going under and waiting if there's a brown UFO. And you basically do cycle. I honestly didn't know how many cycles I had to do, so I just randomly counted, and at like, I don't know which number because I did this a few days ago. Because I usually record them, then I edit on day usually, just in case something happens on day. But so I don't really know how many cycles this took when I counted originally, and I'm not going to count right now because I'm not editing. But anyways, we got down 1 HP here. That is a common thing for this. I also just get really low grades, but here we get a knockout, and you'll see one of the worst grades that you can get in the game coming up here, which is slow time, 1 HP, no parries, no supers, and 3 skills, so you get a D+. And the reason we aren't getting parries is because no supers, no exits, so there's no reason. Now here, this one was decently hard, just because I'm not good at Wally Warbles in Expert regularly. He's hard at S rank, but in Expert he's not as bad, so we're pretty good. Plus I have a decent amount of practice with him. So here we just stay above, and not hard, and just keep a steady fire on him. Now we just make sure not to die, and we are on to the second phase. The second phase is honestly the hardest in the entire thing, because you have to be close to him to hit the bombs, because even if he's under you, you have to go pretty far away, because you don't the feathers to be all bunched up, and they go spread out the further away you are, because that's just how it works. So you just have to get close after every single one. So it does take a while, and 2 runs before this I did die on the last phase, so I had to like just spend 1 or 2 more runs doing this one. So it's fine because I got it again so early, because I kind of just learned how the pattern worked. And that's how we ended here. And then this phase is extremely easy with it. You basically just go in pretty quick, and then you exit the egg circle, and you're able to shoot the bombs through the egg circle, and just go back into the egg circle, and out. Well, still, just if it closes, just continue shooting through the egg circle. The egg circle does have to be pretty full closed to hit through it, but that's just third phase done. Now we're in the last phase. This one's pretty easy because you are above it, and so you just keep steady damage, and the heart's not that good because usually you shoot that with things. I do get a parry there just so I don't get hit. That was a parry so I don't get hit. I do get hit there though. And I just dodge here until the end, which is right now. And that is the bird done. Here we got a decent one because we did get 1 parry. So it's actually 2 parries. The one earlier, I don't know when. So it's a C. I just noticed I forgot the Jimmy before Wally because I just forgot to add it to the thing. So now we're doing the Jimmy the Great. This one was honestly pretty hard because you usually need a good first one. Usually I don't like the swords for this because the swords go up top there, and that's where you're usually hitting them from. But I got really lucky here, and that's pretty good. This part isn't too bad. You just shoot the faces. Make sure if it's ever a double face, you shoot both faces because it does more damage for the next phase. Now here you just keep killing the faces as fast as you can, basically. Just make sure you don't really die. Just go around, go that face, and we're fine. Now this face, it took me a little while to start, then I learned you could just sit up here and basically just not die, except for having to dodge the eyes every so often. This makes this phase ultra easy, even though it's already easy enough if you're just using EX and a little bit more shots usually. But still easy here. And now we're on to what I found as the hardest phase. And so my solution for it was, as you will see here. Also, I did do a little mini shots. If I do mini shots, they aren't usually going to hit, and if I do any, they're accidental. I'm not trying to. Plus, they're mini shots. If they do hit, they are not going to do as much damage as a mini bomb anyways. So here we just do this, and then I might just damage tank here because it just makes sense. But I do go up here, which makes it so I don't have to damage tank, which is amazing because I usually do. That just makes it so if I get hit, I'm still able to just stay alive, which I probably will get hit. Yeah, see, right there I got hit. So now I just play a bit more safe and just go with it, making sure I don't get hit by, I don't even know what those are. I think it's like bubbles or something, or just really big pea shooter shots. But anyways, now we're on to the last phase with the big genie covering a quarter of your screen, and you just kind of just dodge for this one. I barely don't get hit there, like, that was insane. Now, you just keep steady fire, and just try not to get hit, like I accidentally ran into a pyramid there. Just make sure to keep dodging. This was ultra stressful for me, honestly. I was like extremely stressful because this one actually took me a while. But we do get that knockout, and that is all of the Inkwell IO2 plane levels out of the way. And this one, I did kind of decent with the grade, getting over a D. Okay, anyways, we're now on to Dr. Call's Robot. Some people might think that this is a really hard challenge, but I'm pretty good at Cuphead, honestly, and I've played Dr. Call way too much. So, I'm just gonna leave it at that, honestly. I've played Dr. Call without shooting. This was honestly a lot simpler than that. Anyways, go check out that video if you haven't already, too. Free plug. But, anyways, you make sure usually to get double hits at the bottom and start off with the laser, because you kind of don't want to get lasered. Now here you just go up, and I did find actually that if he does the magnet like this, just go up and you're able to get hits while getting hit by the magnet. Plus it's a pretty good spot just to go to if you do get hit. So we kill that and just try and get a shot on that. I do, and I do miss that shot there. I almost go for that, but I don't because I've already been hit by that way too many times. Just keep trying to hit shots and just juke everything out. Now here we just juke out more bombs, and I missed my shot completely. We're just juking bombs. I'm not sure if I even hit Dr. Call there. I might have just hit the bombs, but it's pretty much fine. We just keep good damage, and we crash these two into each other. Now we are on to the last phase, which most people find extremely hard, but I mean, it's just dodging. I'm pretty sure you can shoot the bombs through the electric walls, if I'm correct, but not the regular shot. I forget completely, but you might be able to. I just forget. But here I just try and stay above. This one did actually take a while because I went a little too risky on some of mine. So, like, that's how I died on a decent amount. But here you just keep good damage, and I do get hit. That's just because the wall kind of sandwiched me. That also happens a few times. Usually with like a red on a wall that's facing downwards. It might happen here actually because... Oh, I do get a nice dodge, which is nice. Usually I get hit on something like that, and then I get hit a second later. But anyways, I will be fine, and I do get the knockout here. And that is Dr. Call beaten with only the mini bomb. Plus you get 3 parries because of just the first area. You need parries to beat it. And that's a C+. Now we're on to Calamaria. This one actually took me a while because at the start I just went right above because I didn't know that you couldn't really hit the squid and her. You just need to hit her directly. So you need to find a spot where you just hit directly her face. And that part was pretty easy. I just do some cycles to get at least one shot in between. Here you just keep steady fire until she goes under. And just keep dodging. And just keep steady fire on her face. Now she does her fish, which makes it really hard. But let's do some nice dodges. And just make sure that you don't die. Now you just keep good steady damage here. Well, mainly dodging here because you're in mini mode. And right here we are basically right about to get on to second phase because that's around 4 cards I figured out with mini bombs. And no parries actually. So here, I'm really bad at button mashing in this part. Like, I cannot button mash for the life of me during this part. It's just not what I'm good at. Like, I'm mashing all the buttons while moving the joystick around too. I mean, I'm not mashing the weapon switch button. I accidentally did that once. And accidentally shot regular bullets. That's how I did lose one of my runs. It wasn't even really a winning run though, so we are fine on that. So now we just keep steady damage really, and make sure just to dodge everything and pre-dodge everything so we don't get hit by the beam. And here I'm going to back up a little just so that the green skull can't reach me while I am dodging. Now we just try and keep fire and making sure you don't get hit by the green skull like I did there. And this is honestly just kind of scary. Now I think I backed up here just so I wouldn't get hit by it. Like usually you can try and predict when they are going to do it. It's like around every other thing I think. And I was able to do it here. Yeah, and I do get hit, not even by a skull, but by the, like rolling spikes. And we beat Calamaria again with an extremely bad grade. And that's gonna be Calamaria. Now we are on to King Dice, but you weren't expecting him because he has 2 airplane bosses. I didn't forget. Both of them actually did have a heart on them. Well, like, not my ground boss. My ground boss didn't have a heart on them, I made sure that. But both of them did have a heart on them, and I did it in one run. So I'm allowing myself to use those hearts, honestly. Fear Lap, I'm just not good at Fear Lap, honestly. I just suck at Fear Lap. So here, I just try to do cycles moving back and forth and shooting on the 4th when I go 4th, while making sure to always just look at the racers in case the blue hood pops up, which it pops up a lot on Expert. So we just make sure to keep steady fire, honestly, when we are ready to, and yeah, just make sure that we don't really get hit. And it's been working really well. It took me a few attempts to actually learn this strategy, but then we're pretty good. And I do barely get that dodge in between the horseshoes there, which is nice. And it's just a lot of multitasking through the blue hood and just having all of the presents just shoot out. And I think I do get a few parries in here. Not like they matter, but we do get the knockout. And now it's time for you guys to see a very long loading screen because my internet sucks and somehow internet relays is slow in this game, even though it's a single player game or like co-op from like same place co-op. I'm not sure what it's called, but anyways, it's just now we're going to 9, which is the chimp. And this one I usually don't go to because I just don't really use it. And so here I just memorize 2 cards and none of the others. So that's what I just immediately go to. I learned to just try and shoot when it is below me and just not otherwise. And here is just pretty easy, honestly, for this first round. But I didn't remember any of the other cards, so he's gonna move a bit faster. So I go there and there, wrong, there, and I actually get lucky getting the right card. He's a little faster though, and that one actually is a double one, and that one did not go, but that one was weird. I'm not sure, it might just be the internet lag, or I don't know, I don't play this boss. I did a double. I don't play this boss, so I don't really know if these are actual like interactions or just my internet going horribly. We do get there, and I do get hit once. That's fine. I didn't get hit at all in Fear Lap, which was actually pretty insane, saying that I've died on it before. Now that one was it's getting weird. Either it's my internet or I don't really know. So here we just go for that and just try not to get hit. I'm not sure what happened there. I got triple, and now it's just doing everything late, and I'm not sure if it's my internet or just that's how it's supposed to go. Of it just like going after it moves and like after the clap, or that's just how it works, like internet or how it works. I don't know. I do accidentally mess that up there, but it's fine. And again, it does that late thing, so I'm not sure about it. Just keep wondering if it's my internet. But it's not too hard, honestly. So, just kind of get this last one here, and then we can get away from all of the lag coming from this. Either that, I don't know, it actually might just be regular, but it seems laggy. So anyways, that is going to be the trimp down, and now we're on to DLC, where the only airplane boss is Esther Winchester. I don't know how to say her name, so I probably did that way horribly. Probably just Esther. I don't know, I can't say it. I'm sick of this. Esther Winchester. There we go. That's enough. Then we just go mini there and just keep steady fire bombs. Now we're on to this part, which you just gotta do some good dodging on, and just keep going over the safes, and just not really trying to get hit. This part, I feel like this boss gets progressively harder per phase. Like, for me, the first phase was the easiest, the second phase is the second easiest, then we go third and fourth. Like, for me, this boss, I mean, gets progressively harder. I get hit once here, which is like, and then she turns into the sausage dog cow. I think it's a cow. I almost said dog. I'm not sure. But anyways, you just keep steady fire while doing some nice dodges like that. And this one's extremely hard if you don't get lucky with her going down, because you want her on the ground, not in the air. But now here is what I find is the hardest, because usually you try and stay in the middle and you have two noodle options of where you can go. But with this, you get to stay on top, and you only have one noodle option you can go to. So sometimes it just doesn't let you come back like that and just get hit. No, you just do some good dodges, honestly, and keep pretty good fire. I do get a few parries too, just because it just makes it easier, honestly, to not get hit by the chilies. And so we just keep steady fire, and just honestly do some insane dodges. Like, look at these, honestly. This took me so long, and definitely was one of the longer ones, right next to the Jimmy the Great, because that one also took me a while, just because of the third phase. But I was so happy when I did get it right here. So anyways, that is every boss in Cuphead beaten with the mini bomb shot in the plane. No supers, no EXs, all on expert. I will see you guys in the next one. Check out my other content, and let's go.